I'm gonna try to make this as short and sweet as possible. Because personally, I don't care for no white person. I don't care really have much sympathy for biracials, even though I don't believe biracials should deserve to be killed. So let's get this clear. Dante Wright's mom criticizes Kim Potter for her expression in Mugshot. How do you show remorse? So, continuing with this, Dante Wright's mother is white and his father is black. But my question is, why is it that black people, we always take up the fight for these biracials? Are they going to do the same for you? The mother of Dante Wright, a black man killed last year by, he's not a black man. See, this is why I hate the West media, because they want to portray biracial people as black people when DNA would clearly prove that they're not. Dante Wright is not a black man. The mother of Dante Wright, killed last year by white Minnesota police officer Kim Potter, has lambasted Potter in an emotional statement in court because of her mug shots. Now, I'm familiar with this case. This she devil thought that she had pulled out a taser. Instead, she pulled out a gun. Now, how is it that you've been on the force for over 25 years and you can't tell the difference between a gun and a taser? And I know some of you saw the case as heard the verdict, and then the sympathetic judge want us to have sympathy for this she devil, like in many other cases where black men have been killed. But in this case, a biracial has been killed, but they want to label him as a black man to further keep up the confusion. Again, you cannot create a black child between a white woman and a black man. And some of you may not agree with it. That's perfectly fine. You're entitled to your opinion. I'm looking at it from a biological perspective in regards to Dante Wright. Do I believe he deserved to get shot and killed? No, I don't. But how these white media wants to label him as a black man, that's what I have an issue with. How do you show remorse when you're smiling in your mugshot after being convicted of manslaughter? Why she's smiling is because she's only going to do approximately 16 months. And the rest she's going to be on supervised. She's going to be on supervised house arrest, I'm assuming. You know, this justice system was created for the benefit for white people, by white people on both sides, whether they be a so-called cop or a criminal, which in truth they're all criminals. So, Your Honor, I hope the defendant is listening as I speak loud and clearly today. This is coming from Dante Wright's mother. And yes, I refer to her as a defendant because I will not give her the respect of calling her by her name, Katie said in her statement on Friday. She noted that Potter had likewise repeatedly referred to her son only as the driver. A jury convicted Potter on manslaughter charges last December after the April 2021 shooting, which occurred during a traffic stop when Potter was working as a Brooklyn Center officer. Demeek Bryant, Dante's brother, also addressed the court, calling Potter's mugshot painful and asking the judge to impose a strong sentence. You know, even y'all biracials don't even have no rights. These white folks don't give a fuck about y'all biracials. Y'all nothing more than trash to them. Y'all gonna spend the rest of your lives trying to be accepted by people who threw you away and they put us and y'all and they put y'all among us. Because unfortunately, y'all share 50% of our DNA. But it still doesn't make you black, and it doesn't make you white. You are your own race, and you need to recognize that. Potter was ultimately ordered to spend 16 months in prison with 8 months of supervised release. After hearing Friday speaking directly to Potter, Wright's mother said, "I'll never be able to forgive you for what you've stolen from me. Now look at this. Look at this she devil's face. Does that look like a face of someone who needs to have shown compassion to? This white she devil is a murderer. Period. How is it that you did no? You've been on the force 25 years and you can't tell the difference between a taser and a gun? In her own statement before the court, Potter said in part to the family of Daunte Wright, "I'm so sorry that I brought the death of your son, father, brother, uncle, grandson, nephew, and the rest of your family to your home. Katie, I understand a mother's love," Potter said. "Earlier when you said that I didn't look at you during the trial, I don't believe I had a right to. I didn't even have a right to be in the same room with you. I'm so sorry that I hurt you so badly. My heart is broken and devastated for all of you. I pray for Daunte and all of you many, many times a day." Well, how come you didn't have that same mindset when you pulled out the gun and you thought it was a taser? During the stop, though, I just want to look at you to show you this is Dante's mother and this is his father. And look who's in the back, Al Sharpton. I don't believe he should have been. I don't think any innocent person should be murdered. But I can't sit up here and say that I will have sympathy because I just can't have no sympathy because he's not my people and I'm true and I'm against interracial relationships. I'm truly against interracial relationships. And I can't stand it when the white media when they label biracials as black. Hell, we even label them as black. But DNA would prove otherwise. So get your facts straight. Biologically, you're not black. You have some black ancestry, but you're not black. This is why it's important to have black media, so that we can report the news to ourselves. Can't stand the West media. That's my 2 cents on this story. I mean, honestly, this is tragic. But again, I can't have no sympathy because he's not black. And this really is pushing the interracial relationships as well, the interracial element. Of course, some of you going to come in, why does it matter? He's dead. What does race have to do with it? It has a whole lot to do with it. Because we always have sympathy for those who don't even look like us, rather than our own selves. I don't have no sympathy for biracials, honestly. I'd be lying if I said I did. He's not a black man, and I would never accept him as one. Rest of you can do whatever you want. And I'm sticking to my guns, and I stand firm on my words. You can like, comment, and subscribe to the video. You can leave your opinions. I'll respond in a timely manner. I show you the same respect that you show me. Have a good one.